You could look at the jobs report today in two ways. On the one hand, 211,000 jobs created might seem a little bit disappointing since the expectation was about 500,000 jobs like happened in last month's job report. But when you look at it, you saw unemployment rate fall from 4.6 to 4.2%, which is a historic low. We see that people in their productive years of 25 to 54 have almost reached the pre-pandemic high in terms of their participation in the labor force. We're still concerned about the inflation rate. We're still concerned that the Fed now is admitting that inflation is going to stick around a little bit longer, and that consumer confidence in the long term is declining. In the short term, consumers are still very bullish, and they're bullish about the jobs. They're a little less bullish about wages. Even though wages increased 4.8% over the last period, consumers are concerned that this inflation is going to eat away at their purchasing power. The issue is this: the owners locked out the players. This is the first work stoppage in more than 25 years. It's a tactic to get the union to really look at this in a more urgent manner. Things like length of the season, from to the per diem that players receive when they're on the road, to issues around free agency and arbitration. And this is not a strike. So the players aren't striking. It's the owners that are locking players out. So certain things happen during this time. There can't be any free agency. There's no use of the facilities by the players. There can't be any contact between the player and the team or vice versa. Will this impact the season? The season starts on March 31st. Probably not, because fortunately for baseball, it is December and January are very quiet months for Major League Baseball. So it really focuses both the owners and the players in having this conversation. One of the big drivers in this negotiation is the fact that over the last couple of years, the pandemic year and this year, both in particular, owners and some players have really taken it in their pocketbooks. The shortened season, players got paid a lot less. Owners made a lot less because there was they focused on the TV rights. There couldn't be fans in the stands, so they had to rely on merchandise sales and TV rights. And even though 2021 fans were allowed back in stadiums, it started out, with very low attendance, and toward the end of the season, attendance picked up. But we haven't had a real baseball season for the last 2 years that would have been aligned with 2019, and that's another thing that hangs over the negotiations right now.